Mongoose Jake here, and I'm going to do this quick little video, which as you can see I've got a caliper set up here with some of the common dart types. I'm wanting to do this actually at a request by LaserGnomes. He contacted me after I had posted up on Facebook about some of the issues I had with his Sledge pack, specifically with the Slugfire, the previous version. He's went and done some redesigning and he has a version 4 out. And he was wanting to get some dimensions of the darts that I used where I had a couple complaints. And it was specifically on AccuCopies, genuine AccuStrikes, and Busby Precise Pros. These didn't want to feed at all, but in my testing I also had these darts, which is of course Nerf Elites, Busby Long Distance darts, which I'm using quite a bit of lately, Dart Zone, and the original Busby Suction Cup, which I like these. I still like these, and I still have them, and use them in some of my testing. But I don't. These aren't used out and about. Like if we use in our backyard Nerf wars, just here in our neighborhood, we use these. We use AccuStrike copies, and I personally, on my own personal loadouts, I use Precise Pros. So those are the two important ones for me for it to work with. Particularly that it can take AccuStrikes and AccuStrike copies. And then if I'm going to run something, it has to be able to accept Precise Pros. I love the flight characteristics of these darts. I don't run brass breeches. I probably never will, because I don't need that level of performance. Because these won't work in brass breeches either. So that's neither here nor there. But what LaserGnomes had wanted was to get kind of get a detailed measurement of the dimensions of each type of dart that I was running, the ones I had problems with. And I figured, hey, I can make a video that's 3 or 4 minutes long, and it can be as a community resource for anybody out there who hasn't done this yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with, this is a genuine AccuStrike. It's a new dart, has not been fired at all. It came out of a package. I have a bin that I put brand new darts into for exactly this. Now, this is going to be in standard measurements. I have 15-30 seconds as the tip dimensions. Spin it around 180. 15-30 seconds. We'll go to millimeters. As you can see there on camera, 12.10 millimeters. I'll spin it 180 degrees. Line it up towards this on there. And 11.87. It's important to spin it 180 degrees, that way you get a genuine measurement, because it could vary. That was a genuine AccuStrike, but they still can be slightly oval. We're going to go here. There we go, fractions. Again, 15-30 seconds. So pretty dead on replica, even though this is obviously not an AccuStrike. 15-30 seconds. I'll leave that there. I'm going to leave the rest in fractions only. Tips of Precise Pros, of course, the wider point is the back. Without putting too much pressure there. It's 3164. I can crush it slightly to push it to 15-30 seconds. It's 31/64. And that's where the brass breech issue comes in. Again, 31/64. How does that compare to a traditional Nerf Elite? That's actually just a 15-30 seconds, or really, the tip itself is actually slightly smaller. It's at 29/64. Well, we all know this about the Nerf Elites. Let's look at the long distance darts from Busby. It's, as you can see there, a slight pressure to get down to 15-30 seconds, which is the key. That's the key dimension. That is the dimension of the foam. the foam itself, without crush, without you actually putting pressure on it and crushing it, is 15-30 seconds in most cases. Crush it, of course you can get it smaller, but foam tubes are generally 15-30 seconds. So you want, if it was a perfect world, the tip would be slightly smaller. See, the dart zone is one sometimes that has glue on the edge and that can push out. See, that one's at 31/64. Same measurement as the Precise Pro. See, the other way was 15-30 second. There's a bulge over here of some glue. And here's the Busby suction, 31/64. And that's actually measuring a ½ inch that way. So the Busby tip here is a little ovalized, wider this way. But hey, we're pushing it past 6 minutes here already. But I want to have this video for LaserGnomes. He requested it. I will put this up and give him a link on Facebook on his page. And it's here for the rest of us as well. That way you have some accurate measurements of all the common darts. And we can leave it here. Actually, now that I think about it, we have one dart missing. I have a bin of them up ahead. Okay, we have X-Shot dart. Not as common here, but 31/64. 31/64. Okay, now we can say we have all the darts. The X-Shot dart wants to get out of the group. Okay, we're already past 7 minutes, so I'm going to cut this up and end it here. But there is the measurements. Again, LaserGnomes, I will put this link to you directly so you have this. But it's Mongoose Jake here with a workbench session here of just measuring darts. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it's helpful to anyone out there who is not already an established modder. But again, thanks for watching.